Report on the Hoplite battle mech of Reality BT-1984-MW. Another staple of Wolf's Dragoons, they picked it out in the hopes that it would not draw suspicion to itself in the inner sphere, which was a terrible idea in hindsight because it had the opposite effect as every single example of this old design was destroyed in the inner sphere thanks to the Amara Civil War and early Succession Wars. First designed in 2578 for the Terran hegemony, this 55-ton medium mech is tough as hell with almost 12 tons of armor, more than the Hunchback's 10 tons. And its firepower is nothing to scoff at either, with the HOP-4C carrying an AC-10 and an LRM-5, and the later 4D variant that came out after the recovery of the Helm memory core sporting an LBX autocannon instead of the standard one. Despite being a tough bastard of a design, after Wolf's Dragoons cut ties with the clans, there would be no easy way to replace them, and as a result the Hoplite would slowly die off over the years. I am personally unsure if the design is still around in the 3150s. There are some notes that the Dragoons had continued, with the HOP-5C being the most advanced model I could find, which uses an MML5 and a Clan Ultra AC-10 among other changes to make room for these new weapons. And it's described as a cheap but reliable mech, so it's possible that it still exists as a somewhat niche design. Which is kind of disappointing, as this thing has the potential to be a rival to the venerable Hunchback. It's just as fast, has even more armor, and an AC-10 is nothing to scoff at. There's a lot of potential in the Hoplite, and I think the design deserves more.